Welcome to the world of percentiles and quartiles, the essential tools for understanding position, ranking, and data distribution. While means tell us about averages and standard deviation reveals spread, percentiles answer a different crucial question. Where do I stand? Imagine you are in a room of 100 people arranged by height. Percentiles tell you exactly what percentage of people are shorter than you. The 75th percentile means you're taller than 75% of people. That's powerful positional information. Quartiles divide data into 4 equal parts, revealing the data's skeleton structure. Together with the interquartile range, they form the foundation of robust statistics, outlier detection, and the beloved box plot, one of the most informative visualizations ever created. Let's explore percentiles using test scores from 15 students. Arranged from lowest to highest, each colored dot represents a student's score. And the colors show percentile regions. The blue dots represent the bottom 25% of students. These are below the first quartile. Green dots show students between the 25th and 50th percentiles, the second quarter. Yellow dots represent the third quarter, from 50th to 75th percentiles. Red dots are the top performers, above the 75th percentile. These vertical lines mark the quartile boundaries, the 25th, 50th, and 75th percentiles, also known as Q1. Q2 are the median, and Q3. A percentile is a position measure that tells us what percentage of the data falls below a specific value. The PTH percentile is the value below which exactly P% of the data lies. For example, if your test score is at the 75th percentile, it means you scored better than 75% of all students who took the test. Percentiles divide the entire dataset into 100 equal parts, creating a ranking system from the first percentile at the bottom to the 99th percentile at the top. This makes percentiles incredibly useful for understanding relative position and performance in any distribution. Quartiles are the most important percentiles. They're the heavy hitters of positional statistics. Quartiles divide your data into 4 equal parts, with each part containing exactly 25% of your observations. Q1, the first quartile at the 25th percentile, separates the bottom quarter from the rest. Q2 is the second quartile, which is actually the median at the 50th percentile, the exact middle value. Q3, the third quartile at the 75th percentile, marks where the top quarter begins. While we sometimes refer to Q4, it's simply the maximum value at the 100th percentile. These 3 quartile values, Q1, Q2, and Q3, form the backbone of robust statistical analysis. Let's calculate quartiles step by step using a 13-value dataset. First, ensure data is sorted in ascending order. This is crucial for accurate results. Next, find the positions using the formulas. Q1 position equals n plus 1 divided by 4, giving us position 3.5. Q2 position is n plus 1 divided by 2, which equals 7.0. Q3 position is 3 times n plus 1 divided by 4 equals 10.5. When positions fall between whole numbers, we interpolate between adjacent values. This gives us Q1 equals 20.0, Q2 equals 32, and Q3 equals 43.5. These 3 values divide our data into 4 equal parts. The interquartile range, or IQR, is one of the most valuable statistics you'll ever encounter. It measures the range of the middle 50% of your data, from Q1 to Q3. Unlike the regular range, which can be distorted by extreme outliers, the IQR is robust and reliable. It tells us about the spread of the typical values while ignoring the extremes. The IQR formula is beautifully simple. Q3 minus Q1. In our example, that's 43.5 minus 20.0 equals 23.5. This means the middle 50% of our data spans a range of 20 units. The IQR is the foundation of box plots and the key to robust outlier detection. The IQR has several powerful advantages. It's completely unaffected by outliers. You could have values of negative a million or positive a billion, and the IQR wouldn't budge. This robustness makes it invaluable for real-world data that often contains extreme values. The IQR focuses on the typical middle 50% of your data, giving you insight into the normal variation. It's the foundation of box plots, those incredibly informative visualizations, and serves as the basis for the most common outlier detection method. Unlike standard deviation, IQR works beautifully with skewed distributions, and it's easy to interpret and communicate to any audience. The box plot, also called a box and whisker plot, is one of the most informative visualizations ever created. It displays the 5-number summary: minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum. These 5 numbers tell the complete story of your data's distribution. Our 5-number summary shows minimum of 12, Q1 of 20.0, median of 32, Q3 of 43.5, and maximum of 52. From these 5 numbers, we can construct the box plot that reveals the shape, center, spread, and potential outliers in our data. Now let's build the box plot step by step. The central box spans from Q1 to Q3, representing the middle 50% of our data. This is our IQR visualized. The thick red line inside the box marks the median, showing whether the distribution is symmetric or skewed. The whiskers extend to the minimum and maximum values that fall within 1.5 times the IQR from the box edges. Any points beyond the whiskers are potential outliers, shown as individual dots. This box plot instantly reveals the data's center, spread, skewness, and outliers. Incredible information density in a simple visualization. Outlier detection using the 1.5 times IQR rule is the gold standard method used worldwide. Any value that falls below Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR, or above Q3 plus 1.5 times the IQR, is considered a potential outlier. This method is robust because it's based on quartiles, which themselves are unaffected by extreme values. It's widely accepted across industries, from finance to manufacturing to healthcare, because it provides a balanced approach, not too sensitive that it flags normal variation, not too lenient that it misses true anomalies. Let's apply outlier detection to company salary data. Our salary dataset shows Q1 of $45,000. Median of $62,000, and Q3 of $75,000, giving us an IQR of $30,000. The lower bound for outliers is $0. Any salary below this would be suspiciously low. The upper bound is $120,000. Salaries above this are potential outliers. Our analysis reveals 2 outliers: $180,000 and $220,000. These are likely executive salaries that don't represent typical employee compensation. This outlier detection helps HR departments identify unusual compensation patterns for review. This box plot visualizes our salary analysis beautifully. The box shows the middle 50% of salaries from the first to third quartile. The whiskers extend to the highest and lowest salaries within the normal range, not to the absolute extremes. The two red dots represent our detected outliers, clearly separated from the main distribution. This visualization immediately shows stakeholders that while most employees earn between about $45,000 and $82,000, there are two exceptional cases that warrant separate analysis. This is the power of quartile-based analysis. In academic performance analysis, quartiles reveal patterns invisible to averages alone. This university analysis shows engineering students have consistent performance with an IQR of 0.8 GPA points. Liberal arts shows the widest variation with an IQR of 1.3, suggesting diverse student backgrounds or varying course difficulty. Business students show both high performance and consistency. Sciences has the lowest median but moderate spread. These insights help administrators understand departmental characteristics, identify students needing support, and adjust admission criteria or support programs accordingly. In healthcare diagnostics, quartiles help identify patients needing intervention. For blood pressure monitoring, normal patients show Q1 of 110, median of 118, and Q3 of 125 mm of mercury. The tight IQR of 15 indicates good population health control. Using the outlier detection rule, any patient with systolic pressure above 147.5 mm of mercury needs immediate attention. This quartile-based approach helps healthcare providers prioritize resources, identify high-risk patients early, and track treatment effectiveness across populations. Percentile tracking in electronic health records can automatically flag patients moving into dangerous ranges before they reach crisis levels. Financial risk assessment relies heavily on quartile analysis. These three investment portfolios show dramatically different risk profiles through their IQRs. The conservative portfolio has a tight 4% IQR, offering predictable but modest returns. The balanced portfolio shows 10% IQR, moderate risk with higher potential returns. The aggressive portfolio has a 20% IQR, indicating high volatility where returns could range from losses of 5% to gains of 15%. Financial advisors use these quartile measures to match client risk tolerance with appropriate investments and to explain potential outcomes in concrete, understandable terms. This comparison reveals why percentiles are so valuable. Unlike mean and standard deviation, which are heavily affected by outliers and assume normal distributions, percentiles work beautifully with any distribution shape. They're completely unaffected by outliers and provide excellent interpretability. While the range is simple, it's extremely sensitive to outliers. Percentiles strike the perfect balance. They're robust like the median, informative like detailed statistics, and universally applicable. This makes them ideal for real-world data that really follows perfect normal distributions. Let's address common mistakes. First, avoid using percentiles with very small datasets, with fewer than 10 observations. Percentiles become unreliable and misleading. Second, Don't confuse percentile rank with percentile value. The 75th percentile is the value, while a score at the 75th percentile has a percentile rank of 75. Third, be aware that different software may use inclusive or exclusive methods for calculating percentiles, leading to slightly different results. Fourth, don't automatically remove outliers, they might be the most important data points. Finally, don't limit yourself to just quartiles when other percentiles might be more meaningful for your specific context. Follow these professional best practices for maximum impact. Always create box plots first, they reveal data structure that numbers alone cannot show. Report multiple percentiles beyond just quartiles, the 10th, 90th, or 95th percentiles might be more relevant for your analysis. Use domain knowledge to interpret outliers contextually. An outlier in medical data might indicate a rare condition, while in sales data it might represent an exceptional performer. Always document which percentile calculation method you used for reproducibility. Combine percentiles with other robust statistics like median absolute deviation for comprehensive analysis. Finally, consider temporal patterns. Percentiles might shift seasonally or over time. Percentiles and quartiles are evolving with modern technology. In machine learning, they're used for feature engineering and anomaly detection in automated systems business. Intelligence platforms use percentile-based KPI benchmarking to score performance across organizations. Precision medicine employs patient stratification using biomarker percentiles to customize treatments. Big data systems implement scalable percentile-based outlier detection for streaming data processing. Risk management relies on value-at-risk calculations using percentiles to quantify potential losses. A/B testing uses treatment effects at different percentiles to understand impact across user segments, not just averages. As we conclude this comprehensive journey through percentiles and quartiles, remember these key takeaways. Percentiles reveal position and ranking in any distribution, answering the crucial question, where do I stand? Quartiles provide a robust skeleton of data structure that remains stable despite outliers and skewness. The IQR enables reliable outlier detection and risk assessment across industries. Box plots offer unmatched visualization of data characteristics, packing incredible information density into simple graphics. These robust statistics work brilliantly where traditional measures fail, especially with real-world messy data. Their applications span every field requiring data-driven decisions, from healthcare to finance to technology. This final visualization celebrates the power of percentiles. They answer the fundamental question, where do you rank? With mathematical precision. The quartile structure reveals your data's skeleton, its essential framework that remains stable despite noise and outliers. The 1.5 times IQR rule provides reliable outlier detection that works across industries and contexts. Box plots tell complete data stories with remarkable visual efficiency. Most importantly, these robust statistics work with any distribution and any type of data, making them essential tools for modern data analysis. You now possess the complete toolkit for positional analysis. Use it to uncover insights that traditional statistics might miss. Your journey into positional statistics starts now. You are equipped with percentiles for ranking, quartiles for structure, IQR for robustness, and box plots for visualization. These tools will reveal hidden patterns in your data that averages and standard deviations might Miss. Remember, every dataset tells both central tendency and positional stories. You now have the complete toolkit to hear both clearly. Go forth and analyze with confidence. You are not just calculating statistics, you are uncovering the positional relationships that drive performance, identify risks, and reveal opportunities in our data-driven world.